Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to play some more retro video games. Today I'm going to be playing, first up, Dr. Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm going to start at level 0. I'm going to play it on low because I want to see how far I can get. So Dr. Mario, this game goes way back. I just did my Mario retrospective yesterday on my primary channel, I believe, Stephanie Bree. I did not talk about this game. I'll do a whole retrospective on the Mario spin-offs individually, because I think this game, you pair it up with Tetris, those two games together deserve their own discussion. But I can say the first time I played this game, I was playing it on an actual NES, but growing up, we were poor. I mentioned that plenty of times. I did not have a color TV in my bedroom. I had a black and white TV, and that's what I played Nintendo games on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, playing this game, black and white, not ideal. I'm not trying to get fancy, I just accidentally fucked up. Oops. By the way, this is obviously not a speed run. I don't know if you can speed run this type of game. I guess. But this is just going to be a casual play, as I often do. Talk about what's going on in the world, in my life, in the game, etc. Ah! That's not what I meant to do! God damn it, that's not what I meant to do! Fuck! Now I'm pissed. Anyways, I lost my train of thought because that pissed me off. Anyways, fuck me. I don't have any smoke, so this is gonna be a long, miserable day. Needless to say, that first time playing this game, it wasn't a great experience because, yeah, I was like trying to play a game that required you to match the colors on a black and white TV. Same thing or similar thing would happen a few years later, like 6 or 7 years later, when I would get a Game Boy. And the Game Boy version of this game, and it was another one of those, no, this is not playable in this state. So I was like, okay. So my initial impression with Dr. Mario was this has to be played on the big TV in the living room. But my parents wouldn't let me do that. And because I only got to rent it for that one weekend, I didn't have... And then my initial introductory experience with Dr. Mario was not a pleasant experience. I didn't hate the game. I didn't fault the game for the fact that I had to play it on a black and white TV. I just was like, this is impossible. I can't do it. And I know that technically, what are they called? Viruses have different appearances, so you should theoretically be able to match them up. But the colored pills, well, they're just different shades of gray, and it's hard to tell which one is which, or supposed to be which. I mean, it's a little bit easier on the Game Boy because they actually do change the shade of the pills to match the virus, so you can tell which pill goes to which virus, but it's still like, this is a bright and colorful game. It's kind of hard to play it with no colors. And again, I'm not trying to get fancy, I'm just like not really good at this for some reason today. I'm pretty good at this game in general, don't get me wrong. This is one of the few NES games I am actually good at, and it's the first NES game I ever beat. No, not the first, but first Mario game I ever beat, I think. because I beat Xerxes before I beat this one. But I did beat this game, but I had to play it a lot. I was playing the NES version, is the one I beat. But I was playing it on a Game Boy Advance. I was playing the Game Boy Advance NES Classic version. So, that is where my story goes. I didn't really play this version, the NES version, on an actual NES, which I'm also not doing right now. I'm using an emulator and a PlayStation controller. I mostly played it on the GBA or the Game Boy player on my GameCube, either using a GameCube controller or using a GBA. Neither of those are truly authentic to the NES experience. And I just got a text I have to check. God damn it. Because I have some job interviews today. So I just gotta see what it is real quick. Sorry. I just have to be able to keep an eye on my text messages because I have some job interviews today. So anyways, I never really did spend too much time playing this exact version on a proper NES. I never really did. I always played it on like the Super Nintendo version, you know, that came with Tetris Dr Mario, or the GBA version, or some other version of this game. And yeah, I even had Dr. Luigi on the Wii U. Or was it the Wii? Maybe it was the Wii, I don't remember. Whichever one had Dr. Luigi. And hey, listen, just because I was able to beat this game once when I was like 19 or so, doesn't mean I'm good at the game and I'm going to be able to beat it today. I just want to throw that out there because I don't want people saying, you didn't beat this game because you suck. Like, hey, I had a good day once upon a time. That doesn't mean I suck. So, be cool in the comments if you don't mind, please. I'll admit, yeah, I actually do struggle with a lot of these games. Especially these NES games. And I'm also going to admit, I'm playing this with a third-party PS3 controller. This is not the controller that this game was designed to be played with, although it's not that big of a deal. It is sort of worth mentioning at the very minimum. I honestly don't remember anything at all about, like, the lore of this game. I remember, as I always did whenever I rented games, reading the instruction book. And, honestly, I don't remember if I got anything out of doing that or not. If I get quiet, I apologize. It's just because I'm trying to concentrate on not dying. In terms of the different... Whoops, don't want to do that. Different types of video games. Puzzle games are one of the genres that I actually am a little bit better at in general than some others, you know. I tend to be good at, like, fighting games, 2D fighting games in particular. I'm not saying, like, esports level good. I'm just saying better than others. And I tend to be okay at, like, action platformers, you know? Better than most games. Not very good at shoot-em-ups, to be honest. Not very good at sports games at all. Hardly even at all. Including the arcadey style ones like NBA Jam. Sports are just not my thing. I'm not a fan of sports. Sports are not a fan of me. We don't get along. It is what it is. Who cares? So I want to be very upfront and transparent. I am never going to do speedruns because I'm not that good at any game. There's no video game ever I've ever played. I'm good enough to speedrun. So don't come here expecting that. And if you're expecting me to beat the games, no. Most of the time I won't. If it ends up being a game that I am able to beat that one day or whatever, I'll be happy with that. But that's not my goal. And the reason why that's not my goal is because I'm just not that good at video games. I'm here to have fun. And I hope that you have fun watching me have fun, because that's what it's all about. If nothing, you know, you get to hear a story. So that's what I'm here for. Maybe I'll throw in some history, trivia, and tidbits and stuff like that. And I said tidbits, not Timbits, because I'm not Canadian. And if you're Canadian and you know what a Timbit is, I'm sorry. My girlfriend's Canadian, so I like to make fun of Canadians a lot. Not that I'm making fun of my girlfriend. No. It's just sort of, it's just how I am. I'm an American. We like to have fun making fun of our Canadian friends to the north because, you know, they could have been American. I mean, you know, America's right there. We would gladly annex your country into ours if you would let us, peacefully. I don't know if I should say we would gladly do it. There's a lot of Americans that don't give a fuck about Canadians. I'm sorry. It is true. We're kind of obnoxious. I'll admit it. Now, I'm not playing Tetris at the moment, but I'm going to talk briefly about Tetris. Because I did play Tetris / Dr. Mario on the Super Nintendo quite a bit as a kid. Because I had that cartridge. And so that is a game I can definitely talk about. Because you've got your, you know, Tetris mode, you got your Dr. Mario mode, and then you got your remix mode, where it's like both games. And that might be a fun game to go back and revisit someday. But most likely probably not today, because I'm not going to play Dr. Mario twice. And I'm going to be upfront and honest with you, I enjoy Tetris for brief spurts. And I was really good at it as a kid, and yes, I did beat the Game Boy version of Tetris, and I will brag about that because that's an accomplishment, because that game's fucking hard as fuck. But again, I did that when I was a teenager and had quicker reflexes than I do now, and a whole hell of a lot more time than I do now. So one of my goals on this particular channel is to revisit the games I played as a kid. Whether it was games I owned, or games I played at a friend's house, or games I played in the arcade, or games that I rented, or whatever. So I definitely want to revisit the games I played as a kid. That's going to be the big source of games on this channel. So those games will come with stories. But I'm also going to try exploring new games. Because the other goal is to just have fun. You know? Alright, I didn't want to do that, but didn't know what else to do. I almost did that wrong. Some other puzzle games besides Tetris that I have played. Bust-A-Move. I love Bust-A-Move. The Neo Geo game. Columns on the Sega Genesis. Pretty good at columns. I love it. It's fun. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine I played on the Sega Genesis. I did not ever play any other versions of that game, so to me, it's Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Anyone who played the other version of the game, good for you, but Nintendo can suck it. I don't hate Nintendo, but y'all know I have. Let's just say I've softened up in these last couple of years on Nintendo, but they really hurt me as a company, and so I went through a phase where I was just like, fuck them. So sometimes I'll just casually blurt out fuck Nintendo randomly. But other times I'll just be like, you know what? I love their games. And I'll always admit to that. I think I can honestly say I love Nintendo's software way more than their hardware, because I'm going to be honest with you, aside from the GameCube, which I think is the best product Nintendo has ever made in the entire history of the company, and I mean that unironically, I don't think I have ever liked any of their home consoles at all. I think every one of their I'm talking about the design of the console and what it could do and everything else. I hate the NES as a system. As a hardware machine, fuck the NES. You know how many times I got lightheaded trying to blow into that fucking cartridge to get the damn game to stop blinking? Too many. Too many migraines. Just trying to get 5 minutes of joy out of my broken-ass fucking NES, and it wasn't even broken, it was just broken from the factory, because they all were, because fucking Nintendo. No, I'm not nostalgic for the NES system. That's why I steal the games and play them on the emulator. Well, I don't steal them. I've already paid for them, Nintendo. Fuck you. I bought them. Alright? You can log into my Nintendo account and see the receipts. I bought this game on the Wii. You don't allow me to play it on the Wii anymore, so I can play it this way. You can eat shit. And that's just all there is fucking to it. I honestly cannot think of any other puzzle games off the top of my head that I've really put any significant amount of time into. I did play some, I guess you could say, arcade-style games or puzzle games, like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, I love those. I guess if you want to count, I guess there's that Pac-Man puzzle game, what's it called, Pac Attack or something like that. I played that one for a bit. I had it on one of my various Pac-Man arcade compilation disc thingies at one point in time. And I don't remember which one, but I had, maybe it was Namco Museum or something like that, I don't know, I don't remember. So I did play that game once or twice. It's not terrible. Oh, and if you happen to be one of those Nintendo fanboys, fangirls, you love everything they do, and you're going to be offended by me talking shit about them, I'm sorry. Fuck off. You know? I'm serious. You can like Nintendo, and I'm okay with that. And I love Nintendo, but I don't love everything they do, and I'm not going to suck on their cock. And if you are, good for you. I hope it tastes good, because I don't like it. That's how I feel. And the main reason why I feel that way is because Nintendo made the fucking Wii. And I will never forgive them for that, or the goddamn Labo. I will never forgive Nintendo for Labo. I'm sorry. I paid $450 for a Wii U, and I got 6 games for it, because that's all they fucking made. Goddamn Nintendo. Couldn't get any third parties to make games for it, because it was fucking 12-year-old tech when they made it. Fucking cockknockers. Anyways. Why do you think I love the GameCube so much? Because it was a current-gen system. It was the last current-gen system Nintendo has ever made in the history of the company. That's why, to me, it's the best system they made, because it's the last time they gave a shit. So that's how I feel about Nintendo. You wanna suck Nintendo's juice? Do it. Just don't expect me to join in. I don't drink their Kool-Aid. By the way, my channel is absolutely not for kids. So if you're under the age of 18 and you're watching this, get your parents' permission. Don't watch it without them. Please and thank you, because I don't need parents coming into the comments and being dicks to me. And if you're a parent and you stumbled across your kid watching this video, be a better parent. Don't get mad at me. You know, that's on you. YouTube has safeguards for that reason. You can use parental filters. It's your responsibility as a parent to use parental filters, should you desire to do so. It's not my responsibility to give a flying fuck what your kids are doing, because they're not my goddamn kids. I don't fucking give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass what your kids do. They're not my kids. Your kids can do the Tide Pod challenge for all I care. Hope they survive. That is to say, it's not my responsibility to babysit your children. If you want to pay me to babysit your kids, I'm a damn good babysitter. I have references. I worked in the daycare industry. I can do that. Don't want to. But yeah, if you give me a fair wage, yeah, I'll sit down and let your kids play some Super Mario RPG or something while I, watch YouTube videos. Just kidding. I'm gonna make them watch Freddy Krueger movies. My sister will tell you that's actually true. I got in so much trouble watching Freddy Krueger movies with my nieces and nephews. My sister was like, don't ever do that again. And I was like, well, here's the thing. Don't ask me to babysit. You don't want me to watch horror movies with your kids? Don't ask me to babysit. Simple as that. I have to throw this out there to get back on track. I do enjoy a lot more Nintendo games and games on Nintendo consoles than I sometimes let on. I do have a lot more experience with the NES, I would say, than almost any other Nintendo console. Maybe the Super Nintendo, but I was a Sega kid. I had a Genesis. I had an NES and a Genesis, so I had more experience with the Genesis in the 16-bit realm. And, well, I will not go so far as to say I hate JRPGs. I'm not enamored by JRPGs. There's only a very small handful of games in that genre that I can tolerate. Final Fantasy III, Final Fantasy VII, and now I'm out of patience. I don't like JRPGs. That's not for me. I don't like Chrono Trigger. I don't like ActRaiser. I don't like Secret of Evermore. So don't come in here asking me to play those games, because I won't. Maybe just to, shit on them and illustrate how fucking stupid they are. Maybe. But I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. Chrono Trigger's a dumb game. And I'm not going to go all the way out there and say if you like Chrono Trigger, you're dumb. But I'm going to say Chrono Trigger's a dumb game, and I would imagine it appeals to dumb people, and I'm going to leave it at that. It's a stupid fucking game. I hate Chrono Trigger. Jesus fucking Christ. Stupidest fucking game ever made. Fucking hate that game. Fucking Chrono Trigger. Fuck you if you like Chrono Trigger. There, I said it. I had to get it off my chest. I'm not going to call you an idiot. I'm just going to say fuck you and you can do what you will with it. I hate that goddamn game. Don't ask me to play Chrono Trigger. Stupid fucking game. Why don't you play a real fucking RPG? Why don't you play fucking Shining Force? Or Dungeons and Dragons? Or Oblivion? Or fucking Diablo 3? Play a real fucking role-playing game. Fucking Chrono Trigger. Eat shit. Fucking Chrono Trigger. Fucking hate that game. Look what you did. You got me pissed off. I didn't want to get pissed off, but you did it. Also, another thing you're gonna get from me, you're gonna get my raw fucking opinions. Like, that's just straight up. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't dance around it, and I don't apologize for who I am. I got no reason to. I'm not sorry. You don't like who I am? I don't give a fuck. Don't watch my shit. I'll watch somebody else. I don't do this for the views. I do it for me. I appreciate the views, and if you're one of those cool people that's laughing or enjoying this video or appreciates somebody who's raw and authentic, thank you. I'm here for you. If you're one of those assholes that gets offended by me calling you an asshole to your face when you're being an asshole, fuck off. You can call me an asshole. I'm okay with it because I am. I'm a bitch. I'm not going to deny being a bitch, and if you're going to be an asshole, why would I deny you are an asshole? Own it. Don't be shy. Own it. Fucking assholes. But yeah, if you like Chrono Trigger, I'm probably going to call you an asshole at the bare minimum. Just own it. Just own it. You know what I mean? Don't fight it. It's like those dickwads who say, Shining's my favorite horror movie. And when pressed, you find out they don't even like horror movies. And it's like, no fucking shit. You think The Shining is your favorite horror movie because it's the dumbest fucking movie ever made. And you were told by assholes that you have to like it. And so you're a sheep and you just tell people you like it because you're a goddamn sheep. If you legitimately like The Shining, I will never believe it. I cannot believe in my heart of hearts that there's anybody on the face of this fucking earth that legitimately likes The Shining. I believe everybody who says they like it was told to like it, and they're too chicken shit to stand up to the masses because they're cowards. I'm not a goddamn coward. I'll call you a chicken shit to your face. The Shining is a stupid movie. I'm on level 7, which is, you know, not too terribly far into the game, but I'm starting to already get bored and wanting to play something else. So maybe I'll try something else here in a bit. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Also, if you do actually get through my videos and you leave a respectful comment, even if it is just to say I like Chrono Trigger, fine, go for it. I can't stop you from liking it. Tell me what games you want to watch me play. You know. Also, I have to throw the standard YouTube, please subscribe, like, and leave a respectful comment in the video. And I have to say respectful because if you're a total douche or a bigot or a scumwad, I'll just delete your comment because I'm not fucking dealing with that shit. If you want to call me a bitch, great. If you want to call me a dude, fuck off. That's where I draw the line. You can call me a bitch all you want. I'm okay with it. It is 8:25 in the morning here in where I live. And I'm having a lot of fun, actually. It sounds like I'm being aggressive, but I'm really not. I have borderline personality disorder. I can't really regulate my emotions, so if I get worked up, I can't help it. I literally can't help it. Just so you know. Because I know sometimes people get, like, offended by me. It's like somebody who has Tourette's. They can't help that they just blurt shit out. I have borderline personality disorder. I can't help it if I get excited, and that gets me worked up. I literally can't control it. So, it is what it is. Just letting you know. Now, I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. I did a video on my primary channel where I talked about all the games I had as a kid. And in various videos here and there and everywhere in between, I've talked about a lot of the games I played as a kid. There are some games from my childhood. I remember earlier in this video I said I was going to try to mostly play games from my childhood. There are some games from my childhood I'm not playing. Back to the Future is one of them. I'm not going to be playing Back to the Future. I have no fucking reason to. Just to throw that out there. Now, I am currently, at the moment, set up. I can play NES, SNES, Genesis, Master System, Sega CD 32X, and Nintendo 64, as well as some retro PC games. So if there's something in that ballpark you want me to play, go ahead and give me a recommendation. if you want me to play something from like PlayStation or Saturn or Atari or TurboGrafx, I'm not currently set up for that. And if you really just like being called an asshole, leave a comment telling me Chrono Trigger is your favorite game. That's a good way to piss me right the fuck off. I didn't mean to do that! Oh, by the way, when I mentioned the Nintendo 64, y'all have already seen my video on... I've done a couple of videos on the N64. I am not enamored by the Nintendo 64, so don't come at me with, please play Banjo-Kazooie or Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, God fucking no, that ain't never gonna happen. Yeah, if you gave me $500 in my Patreon, yeah, I'll play fucking Chrono Trigger. Or Diddy Kong Racing. But you're not gonna want to see that bad enough to pay me $500 in my Patreon. Why would you? I would be okay with it, but let's just say that's the price. That's the price it would take to get me to play that piece of fucking rubbish. There you go. I love this song. You probably can't hear it, I don't know, because I don't know how I have the audio set up right now, because I'm on the headphones, and I don't know if the OBS is recording the headphone audio or not. I haven't tested it, and frankly, I'm not really all that bothered if it does or doesn't. But I'm enjoying the tune, so... Neener, neener. Now, if you told me Final Fantasy VII was your favorite video game, I'd nod along. That makes sense. If you told me Mortal Kombat Trilogy was your favorite video game, I'd be like, okay, cool. If you told me Dr. Mario was your favorite video game, I'm gonna raise an eyebrow in suspicion. But if you tell me Chrono Trigger is your favorite video game, I'm gonna automatically know you're an asshole who's only saying it because you think you're supposed to, because it's on everybody's top 10 lists or whatever, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to say Chrono Trigger. Don't ever come in here and try to tell me it's your favorite video game when I know goddamn good and well it ain't. Bye-bye, Red. Red is dead. By the way, I'm either gonna play until I get bored or until I get a game over. I think this is the level I die. So this is where I am gonna have to concentrate a little bit more if I don't want to die. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna talk entirely. It just means I'm going to be quiet for some stretches. But I'll try to pick up the pace as I go. Alright, so, just looking at the lay of the land, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to beat this level. To be honest with you. One fuck up and I'm done. Getting hard, y'all. What level am I on? Level 9? This is getting difficult. Total Recall, that's the other NES game I had as a kid that I'm not gonna play. I couldn't remember what it was called. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop giving me red ones! I don't know if I have anything else I can really commentate on in regards to this particular game. It's not gonna give me a blue one, is it? About goddamn time. I seem to have misplaced my lighter. Last level I'm gonna play. This is gonna be tricky. Here comes my cat. I think he's gonna sit in my lap. Instead of cat in the hat, it's cat in the lap. Yeah, I think I've already lost this one. I don't see a path to victory. Here he comes. He's gonna distract me. He's gonna distract me. There he is. He distracted me. I don't think I can beat this level anymore. I have to pet the kitty. Okay, but you have to move your booty. You can't be... You can be up here with me, but you can't be on the controller. Yeah, win or lose, this will be the last level I play. But I do have to pet the kitty. Oh, he's being a good boy. Yes, he is. His name is Johnny Buddykins Cage III, for those who are wondering. But we call him Johnny, little Johnny. We call him Buddy, Buddy. And sometimes we call him Kins or Buddykins. Yes, he's a good boy. I gotta pet the kitty, so I'm just gonna let these fall slowly. He's like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. Almost there. There we go. Alright, that's a good place to take a break. I meant to hit pause. I didn't mean to start a new level. Alright, thanks for watching. Got more games coming.